There we go. Haha. I know what I'm doing and stuff. Okay. There we go. Mm-hmm. I don't know why that one's not working, but because this is different. The chat would have been coming up here. Either way, whatever. Whoever shows up, shows up. Welcome, Anthony's Fishy Friends, Redfish, Bluefish, Psychedelic Hippocampus. I like that name.
Yeah, that's
Psychedelic
fun.
Hippocampus. Chevy Fish dropping in.
Chevy Fish.
Man. Thanks, Anthony. Yeah, I forgot to hit the unmute button and stuff and things, so that's what happened. Hope you guys are doing well on a lovely Saturday. We got some nice weather past couple days in Maryland. It's been nice to sit out in the sun a little bit, do some yard work, and we got a little area ready on the back side area of my house that's going to be set up either for, I don't know, I guess if we go big, it's going to be a pond. If we go medium, it's going to be like a rock garden with some water features, maybe like a bird bath and like a waterfall. If we go the easy way out, I'll make it just like a succulent garden.
Are you talking about the back area or that area next to your shed?
The area next to my shed that's all rocked out. It's all bordered out. I mean, I could make a huge
you were talking about maybe the palm tree and stuff.
Yeah, I definitely want to get a fake palm tree. I don't know why. I'm obsessed. But I really like that palm tree.
I know. It has lights on it.
Yeah, I want this fake palm tree from Amazon. That's like 7 feet tall. It's got like all these like LED lights all over it. It just looks very tropical and cool, but I just can't bring myself to spend the $90 on a fake palm tree. I don't know. I don't know.
Try to buy it for you.
No.
Your birthday.
No.
Your birthday's coming up.
My birthday is coming up. When is my birthday? Oh,
June
yeah.
9th.
It's coming up. We got some more people dropping in. We got Small Fry Aquatics. We got Sean, the Shell Dweller. You should change your name to that. Sean, the Shell Dweller.
Oh, yeah. What's OOTD stand for?
Hey, what does OOTD stand for? Let's guess. I got nothing. I got nothing. Redfish, Bluefish, I may be in Baltimore in the near future. Oh, I guess that some of the travel restrictions are
maybe
lifting.
It's touchdown.
I don't think that's it, but I like it. But I like it. I do like it. What you doing in Baltimore, Redfish, Bluefish?
I'm getting fish.
What you going to do?
The Baltimore Aquarium.
Yeah, maybe go to the Baltimore Aquarium if you're gonna be there. Guppy Grew dropping in. What's going on? Larry D, my pepperhead, my fellow pepperhead, Larry D.
No, we have to do the
Spicy Nights.
Yeah.
I know. When do you want to do that?
Whenever you want. You can do it anytime.
Well, I just think we should do it a different time than our normal streams. Like, I think we should do it like something special. I don't know. There's so many people that stream now. I don't want to overlap them.
Yeah.
But I don't know. Maybe I can work with some people. I don't know. I'll have to figure it out, but I definitely do want to do some of that. Let's see. Small Fry says, I'm going with a virtual pond. No digging involved. Just my imagination. It's nice enough, actually, you know, your dad was nice enough to say he knows how to build a pond and do everything right. And I think for us, it's probably more about, number one, getting the supplies, because they're not cheap. Getting a giant liner for that is not cheap. And number two, I do have an issue. I mean, maybe some people can drop in, but there's a lot of wildlife around my house. I mean, the back of my house is literally a forest. So, and I got cats, raccoons, possums, foxes, owls, hawks. Yeah, we heard like a monkey last night. We were out at like 4 a.m, and we heard like what can only be described as the sound of a small monkey.
Yeah.
It was very strange, but I would definitely be interested in making a pond. I just don't know what to do if I put fish in it. I mean, the predators around me will just yank those fish out so quick.
Yeah.
That I don't know. Like, you don't want to go buy $100, $200 koi. That's like a beautiful giant fish, and then all of a sudden just gets taken out by an owl the first night.
I know.
I don't know. I don't know what everyone else does if they have a lot of predators around their their ponds, but I don't know. I'm not sure what else I could do. Oh, we got some more people dropping in. Oh, I went fast. Got Chewy dropping in. What's going on, Chewy? And Sean, hey, did you two watch Skinwalker this week? You're damn right we did, sir. That's what we're going to be getting into in just a moment. Select Pet was waiting in another stream. I'm sorry, Select Pet. I don't know what happened. It did not connect to the same thing that I had set up like normal. I don't know what I did, but I kind of just scrambled to get this going. Man, we're running late. So sorry if anyone was waiting in the other one. I don't know what happened there. But at least we got 15 people in here now that have found us. Let me see where we are. We got Hat Trick Tanks. Or Hat Trick Farm. I don't know why I said Tanks. Hat Trick Farm, what's going on? Alice dropping in. What's going on, Alice? Redfish Bluefish is working. Have to go up and rebuild some stuff. Office in Baltimore. Very cool.
Oh.
Interesting. Fishy Fun 57 dropping in. We are enjoying our nice spring weekend. Oh wow, the chat jumps on me. Chewy says owls do not eat fish. Okay, fair enough. Good to know. I thought owls would go
I
after.
was wondering if that was like.
I thought owls would go after anything they could, but I guess I've never seen an owl like swoop down into the water. I guess that's true. You never seen like a video of like like an eagle like swooping down and grabbing a fish like.
Yeah.
But all the other things, Chewy, I think the raccoons, the possums, the cats, definitely will get into that pond. So I don't know. I'll have to think of something. I mean,
what a good Sean said.
What do you say? That's why I don't have a pond. Tons of feral cats, and my dogs think this was a pool.
We have a cat that comes around here too.
That's funny. I just got a notification from Larry D's Tanks and More. Something about an alien video that came up. Raccoons will totally steal fish. Yeah, I'm sure. I'm sure they will. We do have hawks too. I have seen hawks fly above my house a lot, so I'm sure they will go after them. And Larry D says they make netting you can use to cover your pond with. I just want to know, like, does it still look as nice if you have netting over the whole thing?
Is that just like, is that for all the time?
Yeah.
To protect it?
Yeah, you put netting over it all the time.
Well, I guess you decide how much you want one. Do you want one with netting or do you want one with less fish?
Interesting.
Or temporary fish.
I know. Or just make fish that are so small.
Maybe the netting is like...
So small, like make it a guppy pond. But then you have to take them out during the winter.
Oh, jeez. I think we should go with the palm tree and the lights and the sand.
Yeah? And it's like a little water feature?
I know it's your dream to have a pond.
Yeah, but it might not be... It might not be the best idea for that area. I don't know. I am not sure.
What if you set up a pond somehow in the shed?
Yeah, some people do that, but it's not going to be deep enough or big enough. I'd have to literally cut a hole in the floor of the shed. That'd be interesting. It could be done. It could be done, but it'd be very interesting. I don't know. Slickpet says owls hunt based on nighttime foot sounds. They could hunt fish if the fish walk around at night. Hey, snakeheads. Snakeheads in Maryland. Yeah. Snakeheads in Maryland walk around at night. What if I had a pond of snakeheads?
No.
No, you can't do that because that's illegal.
No, can't do that.
They're invasive species. Can't do that.
And they're not cute. They ain't cute.
Small Fry says, one place I worked had many ponds. They placed plastic coyotes around the ponds. However, it required constant movement of the coyotes as predators are very smart. Interesting. That does work. If you put like fake other predators around something, the other
Kinda
ones
like
won't go near it.
Thing?
Yeah, yeah. I mean, I actually have a fake hornet's nest.
Really?
I haven't put it up yet,
Really?
but it's a fake hornet's nest that's supposed to do the same thing. So when hornets see that fake nest, they're like, nah, not around. He's already a nest here. Let's go move somewhere else.
Really?
Yeah.
So it deters the hornets.
Yeah.
I think
I
we're
mean, I
gonna
do
bring it out
have.
soon.
Well, I do have a hornet's nest, like an old one that's up there that I didn't cut totally down, and I think it does help a little bit.
Oh wow.
Because they notice that it's there, but
It's like their territory.
yeah, I'm not sure. I'm not sure, but it's it's definitely possible. Yeah, that'd be cool to have like a little coyote sitting there though, like a fake one. That would be cool.
That'd be cute.
We saw a roadkill coyote around here. We've been talking about coyotes actually for a little bit. Oh wow.
Hey.
We just got a classified text message, cannot be shared. That's a good one.
Good news.
Good news on the text message. Who else likes peanut butter cookies? Like, and that's all, folks. Just kidding.
That'd be cute though to get a coyote. Like
a fake one.
Yeah, not a real one. No.
Yeah, there seems to be a coyote issue like everywhere now. They just have
I know you were telling
populated
me.
everywhere, and you know Joe Rogan has had a coyote expert on his show, and
I didn't know they were like making a buzz. Like.
oh, coyotes are crazy. People don't realize there's coyotes in New York City. There's coyotes in LA. There's coyotes that literally have totally adapted to city life and just the alleys and eating rats and people's pets.
Oh my God.
I mean, people's pets that are in the yard just yank them. You know. And if I can catch up with this, we're going to transfer over to the alien side of things. But I do want to mention Larry D just uploaded a NECA alien I bought. That's pretty cool. I'm not sure what that is.
Alien.
I'm not sure. It's not ringing any bells.
Alien beta? Or?
No, I don't think so. Redfish says also watch out. Basically, the homeless roving sushi chefs not to be trusted around ponds. Luckily, where I live is actually very private. I only have one neighbor, one neighbor that's even with an eye shot, remotely close. And they're really cool people. Really, really, really good. I'm so lucky to have awesome neighbors. He's been so helpful when I moved in, and just a kind soul. So I'm very, very lucky. But
use a backup generator.
But yeah, my house is very private. That's why I bought my house where I did, is because, oh no, Sean talking about the camera malfunction. You're gonna get me heated.
Oh my God.
You're gonna get me heated, Sean. Hold on.
Me too.
Hold on, I'll get there, man. Hold on.
The one camera.
Ooh, I get mad. Ooh, hold on, Sean. Hold on. Man, I gotta take a moment.
It's okay, baby. I know.
Okay.
Well, Alcabal says I got a bunch of aliens coming on Monday. Whoa.
Alien betas, maybe. You can get netting made from fish line material that is hard to see. Interesting.
Oh,
I guess that would be cool.
There you go.
Guppy grew into anything about purple Dumbo mosaics? I'm talking about guppies, I guess. Not sure. Tree says there's methods to keep birds out, wire and wingspan of birds. Snakes put a rope around the pond. They think it's a bigger snake. Ooh, interesting. Raccoons and bears put electric fence. I don't want an electric fence. Wire at knee height. And that's the other thing is, listen, they're not common around here, but there are bears around here. There are bears.
I was going to ask you, would that be a risk?
Yes. I mean, anytime you're going to have a constant food source that they can come back to, it's definitely an issue. I mean, there's not a lot of them here, but there are bear sightings in Frederick and things like that. And we do live near the woods up here. I mean, there's some legit woods where I live, which is why I bought my house where I did, because I wanted to be away from the city a little more.
Yeah, I love it out here.
It's so peaceful. It's so nice. Let me see if I can get down and catch up. Sean says, I thought about doing that with my fish shed, decided against it. I go in it by mistake. Yeah, that's the thing. You open the shed, just fall in the pond. My buddy had bees set up in a fake nest. Interesting. Well, bees might do it, but I don't think wasps. I don't think wasps would do it. I mean, they're designed to keep other wasps away, not other bees.
Oh.
I don't know. Oh, Sean, we're gonna get to that malfunction in just a second. I'm gonna go lose my mind in just a moment. Let me see if I can.
He's gonna go off on dragon.
Oh, NECA is a toy brand, Larry D says. Interesting. Maybe you could hire a vampire. After all, they're already up, got time on their hands. An idea, okay?
I am a
Any real hobbyist would stand vigil, armed, around the clock next to their outdoor ponds. I don't have that time
Real
or commitment for this. I don't have that kind of time. Just be sitting out. I guess now I do, but I don't.
I like that
I'll be a little
redfish, bluefish.
hardcore redfish, bluefish, just sitting there like
But
that.
what about our streams and stuff?
Yeah, I stream from outside, stream from the pond. Oh man. Alright, so since it is 20 minutes into the stream, I guess we will start. So, we did watch the episode of Skinwalker Ranch last night, which is, for those of you that don't know, is the investigation, the show on the History Channel trying to investigate the place called Skinwalker Ranch, I believe in Utah. And it has had a lot of paranormal things going on. There's been, build up to them wanting to dig. And so they were going to, in this episode, they were going to dig. Going to take core samples of the area where they found something under the ground with ground penetrating radar that showed an object that was football shaped and about 1,000 feet long. I think it was between 17 or 15 feet below the ground to like 30 something or 35. And the other thing they did in that episode is they brought in 2 alpacas.
They're so cute.
I know. I really want an alpaca now.
I know,
They're
right?
adorable.
I told you.
Reminds me of the Emperor's New Groove.
I know.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
so funny.
Remember I went to the alpaca farm one day?
With me?
No.
Oh.
I went to the alpaca farm.
Oh.
Remember?
I don't know. That wasn't there. I don't
It was
remember.
I don't know, over a year ago.
I don't remember.
But I was telling you, I was there. I sent you pictures.
I'm sorry, I don't remember.
Oh my god!
I'm sorry, I don't remember.
I sent you pictures of alpacas. And one kicked me.
It kicked you.
It didn't hurt. It was just it barely got me. But yeah, you can't stand
behind them because
near
you threatened them. You're like, get off my back, man.
I know. I learned quickly.
So, yeah, so they brought these alpacas in. The idea was that they wanted to bring in a more exotic animal to the ranch that's never been on the ranch because they've had cattle on the ranch, dogs on the ranch, and they've had a lot of cattle mutilations that are very strange. Even daylight ones where they see a cow and they walk away to the other part of the field for 20-30 minutes and come back and walk that way, and there's a cattle that's completely mutilated, and just completely mysterious.
There's no blood and there's no trace of anyone.
Correct, because there's very, very strange circumstances around those mutilations. But they brought in 2 alpacas and they put them in this little pen to keep them safe. But they wanted to kind of see if they could stir up any activity on the ranch. And so before we get into the digging part, so basically the alpacas got attacked. They had 2 little male alpacas. I think one was 4 years old and one was 10.
Yeah.
And one of them got bit up real bad. It got bit up on the butt, on the side, and it was really sad to see it get all attacked. But they have cameras all around this area, and the reason I'm so pissed off, I get all worked up,
I have a few reasons.
is because there's just quote unquote all of a sudden, right when you needed that footage,
that one
camera just coincidentally malfunctions, and you don't have video of the alpacas being attacked.
I ain't buying it.
Okay. And the problem that I also have with it, not just that it malfunctioned, but that everybody, all the scientists, everybody in the show, at least what was put on film, just breezed right over that like it was not an issue. Like, oh, the camera malfunctioned, it didn't work anymore. I think they just said we lost that camera.
Unacceptable.
Yes, freaking unacceptable. You can't just. What do you mean it just malfunctioned, didn't work?
I know.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like oh man, it just actually made me lose my mind. Like I couldn't believe they had one other little camera that was like blocked by the roof of a
couldn't
shed.
see what they were seeing, did you?
No,
I couldn't
no.
see what was
So they did have a camera that was looking into the alpaca thing, but not a good video. Number one, it was very grainy, hard to see, and it was half blocked by like the roof of a shed. And I don't even know why you would have. I don't understand why you would have a camera pointing in a way where it's unclear and half blocked. I don't know. What's the point of that? What's the point of that? Before I keep going on my
not trying to find the stuff.
Yeah. So we'll get to that too. One of my frustrations is with that. But I want to say hi to Punchy and Down the Wormhole. Thank you for joining us. I am on an alien rant about the Skinwalker Ranch show. So please bear with me. If you jump in and I seem like I'm all like wired up and stuff because I'm upset, man. I'm trying to get to the truth here. Not Nola Jane just jumping in.
Not Nola Jane.
What's going on? So the alpacas were attacked, and to me it looks like, from what the description of also the two ranch managers, like the husband and wife that lived there on the ranch, they said they came out when they heard the alpacas screaming. They came out and saw. Can you remember what the words they said were?
Yeah, because I was upset about it.
Yeah.
They said that they witnessed the attack, and they were like, there were some animals attacking the alpaca. Some animals. They weren't sure what they were. Maybe they were dogs. They were different sizes. But it took a while for them to tear them off the alpaca. But they could only call them animals, like they couldn't identify them.
Correct.
And I feel like, I mean, you should have been able to say that's a coyote, that's a wild dog, but they acted like they had no idea what kind of animal it was.
Yeah, and the man, the husband, saw them with their own husband eyes. Said the only way he could get the biggest animal was to get it to let go of the alpaca is he threw a stick at it or something, like got near everything and threw a stick at it. So if you're close enough to throw a stick at it, you can freaking identify it. You can identify it. Seem all mysterious. Like. And it wasn't like, I don't think it was dark. I think they said it was like, 8 a.m. or something? It was
in the morning.
So there was light. You definitely could have seen what it was. Like, I'm not
saying some animals.
Yeah.
Like, you don't know your animals?
What's going on, V-Stag? What's going on? Thank you for dropping in. So, in my mind, what it looked like, from what I could tell, it looks to me like they got attacked by a group of coyotes.
Yeah.
Coincidental that we're talking about coyotes.
And these people live out on the ranch. Like, you would think they'd be familiar with the kind of animals and the wildlife that's there.
Absolutely.
Right?
They know the difference between a wolf, a dog, and a coyote. Okay? They know the difference. Yeah. I guarantee you they know the difference. So they said, that there was one bigger animal that they couldn't get to let go, and he threw a stick at it and it finally let go or something like that of the alpaca. But I do believe my thing is coyotes, and I do believe that I think in any group of a pack animal, especially wolves and dogs that are wild and coyotes, there's always going to be one alpha male. There's always going to be one bigger one that's kind of the leader, and that's kind of the one that everyone else follows. So that might have been the one, the pack leader that he couldn't get to let go.
But
and I think
they just try to make it sound like it was some strange thing.
Yeah, they're trying to make it seem more mysterious than it was.
Yeah.
And I'm down for paranormal stuff. I'm down. If that's what the answer is, I'm willing to accept it. But I'm also just looking for the straight truth. Yeah. Okay. So number one,
combined with the camera going out, was just like, seriously.
Yeah, it's just that's the problem. Like I keep saying about this show when we bring it up is that this is infotainment. While there are some nuggets of information and truth you can pull from that show, probably. It's a History Channel show, which means they're trying to get ratings, which means they're trying to keep you, watching.
Yeah.
So the way they keep you watching from week to week is make you have these cliffhangers where it seems all. Oh, sorry. Oh no,
that's
I just spilled it.
That's okay. We can do it later.
I got a little thing right. Sorry guys, I just almost spilled her coffee everywhere. I was close.
It's okay, baby.
We may as well take this moment to show off your cute little mug.
It is cute.
You guys like her little mug?
Be happy.
Can I get on your foot?
No,
you good?
Okay. No, we're good. Thank you.
So that was the number one thing. I was super pissed off. I was super pissed off that they number one, that their camera just happened to malfunction, and it looked like a very expensive camera. The camera that they said malfunctioned.
And it was so funny because the whole beginning of the show, they're installing cameras. We need to put cameras everywhere. We need to have eyes everywhere.
Yes.
And then the next morning,
the camera didn't work. Well, it's a coincidence. God, man.
It's like, it feels very much like a reality
yes.
TV show.
I know I got some other chat coming. I'm going to come back to in here, but Nola James says, "What show are we discussing?" I just want to catch her up.
Yeah.
We're discussing the Skinwalker Ranch show on History Channel. What is it? The search or the I can't remember what the actual name of it, but you search for Skinwalker Ranch for History Channel, you'll see what it is.
Every Tuesday evening.
Yes, every Tuesday. Sean says,
Can you go back up? I think
here?
Sean said something really funny
here.
I think we're a little behind. I think we need to go up a little bit. Wait.
No.
Wait.
I
Go
think
down?
yeah. It's this
Wait,
one.
whoa, you're going too fast. He said something about, like, how are you getting so many alpaca pictures that you can't remember them?
That's a good
I saw
one.
it come up a while ago,
I didn't see that.
It was so funny.
I couldn't see it. But Sean says the camera was on the truck trailer for transport. My other problem, look at the quality of the cameras all over the place, yet the one that caught it is worse quality than my cell phone. Yes, Sean. It's like 1984 camera quality.
I mean,
like,
did you see the owner of the ranch? He looks like he has some money, right?
Yes.
He's flying in on helicopters. He's always got his briefcase, and they should have some money. I mean, they're able to do this show. You're telling me they can't install some, like, good quality cameras that aren't going to fail when you need them the most? Like,
yeah, it just drives me nuts that
money for some cameras.
Honestly, like I keep saying, like people think it's funny, but like if you really want to get to the bottom of this, what you do is number one you dig. Number one, you dig. And number two, the security people that you hire are not called Dragon. Okay? The security people you hire.
That name.
Well,
he has not earned that nickname.
No. The security people that you hire should be ex-military, should be ex-special forces, or someone that's literally like, I'm not scared of this, like, let's dig.
Yeah.
Do this, man, I've seen combat. Like, whatever, man. Let's do this. Like, let's get to the bottom of this.
Yeah.
There's just, I think the team that you could put in there, if you really wanted to get to the bottom of this, you could. I just feel like not everything is being done to do it.
They need you.
Redfish Bluefish does say coyotes, man, coyotes. I agree. Larry D, so Alien World, what do you think of us now having a space force? Why do you think we need a space force? That's a whole other thing. We'll get there, Larry D. Let me make sure remember that if you can. If we get past this, if we have time to get past the stuff, we will talk about space force. That's a great great talk, a great thing to talk about, Larry. That is a very interesting thing. Yeah, Sean brought up what you said also. My other question is, why didn't we see the farm hands in the video? Why don't we see them, the ones that were throwing the stick, stuff like that? Like, so how? I think you said that last night, didn't you?
Is it because they didn't play, they didn't play that much of the video? But I don't know. That is a good question.
Okay, Small Fry says, okay, I'm sure I'll get booted for this comment. No, you won't, buddy. Why does anyone watch a program like this past the first commercial? I know what you mean. When they have the commercials, it's really annoying, for sure. The reason that I do it, like I said before, is I do think it's a lot of infotainment and a lot of trying to keep you on just to watch it.
Your seat.
But I do also think there are nuggets of truth that you can find it from the show. There are some things that scientifically they've shown to be true, and that might push us forward in the search for truth there.
I think
but it's
probably
just
they have encountered some strange things.
Very strange.
And now that they have the cameras there, they're trying to kind of, make things happen that maybe could very well happen there or has happened in the past, but I feel like they're trying really hard to stir things up to catch things on video, but it's just, I don't know.
Yeah.
Some things feel like very much staged.
Yeah, well, I don't know if it's staged, but I feel like it's shot and delivered in a way that's manipulated.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's all staged per se.
Well, no, I'm not saying all staged, but it feels like the whole camera going out and everything that happened in last night's episode just felt like they were trying really hard.
Yeah. Pam says feral dogs are usually worse than coyotes or wolves. Yeah, they could have also been feral dogs. That's definitely a possibility.
But you should have been like, those look like some dogs.
Yeah. Yes, that's very true. Very true.
Some animals.
I did. Whoa, we got the chat jumping on us. I did see Haley jumping in.
Haley
What's going on, Haley? Oddball Aquatics. Thank you for dropping. Look at how he pays when Haley drops in.
Everyone needs to know Haley is like the coolest person.
She is awesome.
Besides you, like the
Oh wow! Oh wow!
in the world.
Redfish Bluefish says, I once met a scientist who could not identify common animals. Turned out his degree was in political science. Well, that would make sense there. Mm-hmm.
But I don't know.
Maybe he can identify a
They
Republican,
try to make it
a
seem
Democrat.
like really mysterious.
Mm-hmm.
You know what? Why I think they did that? Because maybe they want us to. Aw, I love you.
Aww.
You know how they were saying how they've seen like a big wolf there before with like red glowing eyes and stuff. Maybe they were trying to make it seem like it could have been something like that.
The wolf. That's the thing. They're trying to steer you towards that whole wolf skinwalker.
Yeah.
Thing,
and I'm pretty sure they knew exactly what those animals were, but they wanted to keep that mystery there, like make us think, could have been that big wolf again. Like,
I don't know. I mean, like we were talking about before, is I think a lot of some of this. Of the people that are preventing the digging, the people that are not being more open, I guess, about this, I think there's at least a possibility, if you have to be logical and you got to be reasonable, I think there's a possibility that they are worried that the answer to this mystery might be something mundane, something normal, and we just haven't figured it out yet. And when that happens, it feels like they're worried about either losing their jobs, like the security guy might lose his job because there's nothing to secure anymore. Like, if that thing underground is a giant septic tank, you don't need security for that, okay?
True.
I don't need security for that.
Right.
Number two, the people that are the ranch managers, maybe they don't get to live there anymore.
Yeah.
If the mystery is solved. You know what I'm saying?
Interesting, yeah.
I don't know.
Plus, they may want to have future seasons of this show.
Yes, they might want to have another season, which would drive me nuts.
And there's still no digging going on.
Well, they did do core samples. They did core samples.
I know, but like legit digging.
Mm-hmm.
Big Tank Hank.
Big Tank Hank dropping it. Oh no, get the pressure.
Yes.
Oh no. Oddball says, I love you, Paige, and she says, is someone gonna play that guitar, because I feel like that's a thing that should happen. Yeah, Paige is gonna play the guitar for you.
Now. You have to do it now.
Paige is gonna play a song for you.
No.
What is that?
That is my electric guitar.
Nola Jane says, maybe a demon bear? Jeez, that's hardcore. That's hardcore. Sean did. I'm trying. I know I'm all over my chat. I'm not great with this, but I'm trying.
You're wonderful. You're doing great. Oh,
yeah.
look, Hat Trick Farms. Is it Blair Witch quality filming?
It's worse. No, it's worse.
I know, but like you never see anything in the
like
Blair
that
Witch.
one video is really bad. Like the other video they've taken of like the UFO they saw and the other things, like the things that have actually been strange. The video's been fine. It's been clear. Okay, but this was so bad. I just couldn't believe it. I just couldn't believe it.
They didn't want you to really see what it was.
I don't know. Yeah, I mean, Select Pet says a few people that have been on reality TV shows similar to this have told me it's 90% scripted and staged, 10% reality. Don't believe everything you see on TV. Yeah, that's why I'm super skeptical in the first place about anything. While I am known as, like, you know, the UFO guy and the guy that likes the mysteries, I do consider myself a pretty skeptical person. I always talk to you when we're watching something and I say, doesn't your BS meter go up a little with this? Or something? You know, there might be nuggets of truth, but there's, BS. You gotta have a good BS meter about people and about mysteries. You know what I mean? Because a lot of people are into it to make it seem like they are special. Like they are, you know what I mean? And that's when I start, like, really questioning things. Oh, jeez, why is everyone jumping on the guitar? I just put it there. I was messing around while she was getting ready for the stream.
Well, you're teasing them, because...
and he knows. He goes, why is it capoed at 4? Meaning the cape, this is a capo? He goes, why is it at
he can see that?
Yeah, why is it at 4? Because the song Small Fry that I like to mess around on that is on 4.
Maybe he plays.
And Oddball, what the heck are you all talking about? Is this a TV show thing? Oddball, this is the Skinwalker Ranch show on History Channel. It's looking into a ranch that's for decades has had, even longer than that, I think, for generations, has had very strange things going on at the ranch. UFO sightings, strange animal sightings, cattle mutilations. The previous owners have described things that are strange, like you come back home with all your groceries, you put all your groceries in the cabinets, you put everything away, you leave the room, and you come back, and all the groceries, everything you just put in the cabinets are now back in the bags.
Wow.
They're back in the grocery bags, and this makes no sense. Like, things that literally make
So
no
blum.
sense. But I will say that all those are just hearsay because they're not videotaped. So for me, they can,
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah.
it's not going to necessarily hold up in court just because one person says they saw it.
Yeah. Maybe they just have really bad memory. Like, I thought about those way, but I guess I didn't.
Yeah. Yeah. So it is a very interesting show. I like it, but it also infuriates me. It infuriates me. Like some of the people that are on there, and thank God for the guy that they brought in, the
I
main
know, he's the
scientist.
only-
I mean, he's the
Well-
one person driving this forward to actually get to the answers. And even though he did actually get radiation burns on his head and on
Yeah.
his hand, he's like, let's continue discovery.
Yeah.
Let's keep going, man. I know I
He's the
got
one
hurt.
still pushing to find more.
You know.
Yeah.
Man.
Haley says having time to watch TV? Can't relate.
Yep.
I know, it's kind of
Lost.
like a new thing for us. Too.
You know, I never watched that show Lost. I never watched Lost.
What?
I said, wait, does that show
I
my
thought
age?
you liked that. I thought
The show Lost?
I thought you said
No, I never watched that. I was like, ugh, that show was cringy for me.
I didn't really.
I
I
never
watched
watched
like
it.
the beginning, but then once like there were polar bears on the island or whatever, I was just like, what's going on here?
Yeah, Fishy Fun
Some
says,
skinwalker stuff.
Select Pet, I agree with your comment. I was so disappointed when I discovered this fact. I doubt they scripted the first few years of The Deadliest Catch until they made it more about the fishermen.
Oh,
Yeah,
I
you
like
know-
The Deadliest Cat. Remember
Yeah.
we watched that recently?
Yeah, there's a lot of shows that you have to do some scripting in to keep people interested and kind of cut some of the boring stuff out.
Of course. But you
yeah.
gotta keep a lot of the real stuff in there, though.
But yeah, a lot of people still just, or a lot of shows are just designed to keep those people sitting after the commercial to come back.
Yeah.
It's very, very strange.
I mean, it makes sense. No one wants to watch a boring show
Indeed.
with like nothing going on.
What's going on? Aquaballs is dropping in.
Hello.
Fishy Fun. I used to run in the Homestead and Prepper YouTube community and knew some people that were on the Doomsday Preppers and Homestead Rescue, and Call of the Wild Man was filmed around there. Very cool. That's awesome. Yeah, I've always, watched some of those prepper shows, like people that are prepping for like disasters. You know what a prepper is?
No.
So they're people that will like, they think that there's either going to be some kind of natural disaster or disease or riots or
Apocalypse.
wars or the apocalypse. So they want to be able to survive it. So they'll hoard, cans of food,
Yeah.
all sorts of toiletries.
They call them preppers?
Yeah, they're preppers.
Oh,
they're
okay.
preparing for the
I knew
disaster.
people like that existed. I just didn't know.
A lot of them will get tons of guns, tons of ammo. I mean, just they all go their own different way on it, but it is very interesting to see that. And it's people call them crazy.
It's smart to just be prepared for anything. For
Correct.
Sure.
But
Because
some
we've all
people-
seen how things can change very quickly.
Yeah, but some of these people have made it like a full-time job, and it's got a little much.
obsessive.
But I understand. I mean, it's funny. Those people are crazy until something happens, and
Right,
then
when
everybody's
they're
like,
like the
"Oh,
smart-
please save me! Give me some of your canned food." He's like, "Nah, sorry, man. You called me crazy the
I
last
know.
10 years.
Yeah.
I was the crazy dude with the barn that had the aluminum shielding or whatever.
Yeah,
the titanium shielding."
Yeah.
But yeah. Oddball question: preppers equals my family. That's cool.
They're smart.
I mean, there's nothing wrong with being
Better
prepared.
be safe than sorry,
Mhm.
for sure.
Might be prepared. What else happened on the show? Okay, they did do core samples. They did quote unquote dig, trying to get into that 1,000-foot long football shaped thing. They dug down a bunch of times and kept hitting something,
Yeah.
and they couldn't get through it.
Yeah.
And then the people that had the drill bit and the giant drill, said we need to stop, or the drill bit's going to break, or the machine's going to break. So we didn't really find out what it was. You couldn't get a sample of it.
All the wires started shaking and stuff too.
Yeah, after they stopped doing the drilling, they looked around, and a whole bunch of the giant telephone poles just started really vibrating like crazy. And it wasn't like during the digging, which means if there's digging,
Yeah.
you're going to have
cause
vibrations. But this was, the digging was done. They were checking through core samples on the table. They were opening up the core samples, and they look over and they're like, whoa, why is that shaking so much?
Yeah.
So very, very
At first
interesting.
I was like, maybe it's windy.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I don't know, it's hard to tell when you're not there. But the thing is, when that other scientist dude does say, oh, that is very strange, yeah, I do trust him a lot more than the other ones. Like, I don't think he's there necessarily to be famous. I think he's trying to uphold his reputation, too. I think if he goes into this show and is not scientific and is not following the scientific process, I think he's going to lose credibility as a scientist. So he's being very specific about being open to the possibility of something being mysterious or paranormal, but he's also moving forward and trying to get to the truth of whatever it is, even though he did get radiation burns.
I know.
I don't know. Haley says, anyone else think if it's still possible to get out to protest, we are not in enough of a lockdown to actually protest it? Yeah, interesting. I mentioned that about UFOs, the whole UFO release the past couple weeks. The government, the Pentagon or the Department of Defense, officially released those UFO videos, and no one cares. No one cares. It's ridiculous to me, and no one's paying attention. I mean, the government just said yes, there are UFOs. We don't know what these things are. They're not saying they're
told me
alien.
that, I was like, oh my god, that's huge.
It's huge. They're not saying it's an alien being, but they are saying they're not our technology, and they're not the technology of any of the other countries on this planet. So it's a UFO. It's unidentified flying object with capabilities that we don't have.
That's all you're saying it is. You're not saying it's
never saying it's an alien.
Yeah.
I'm not saying it's an alien, but it's a level of technology that is not supposed to exist.
Yeah.
So. Yeah, credibility. He lost his credibility when he cashed that check. I don't know. I think he's doing a good job. I mean, I don't think just because you get involved with some of these, paranormal things, I don't think that automatically will ruin his credibility. I think he's doing a good job with the tools and the people he's been given access to. But everyone has their own opinion.
Yeah.
Man. Sean says, nah, Larry, I love them people. Smoke a bowl and talk to them about your made-up plan, and it will be hilarious. That's hilarious, too. Yeah, man. Redfish Bloomer says, it is alien. And maybe it's possible.
It's you up there in the sky.
That'll be cool. That'll be cool. I'm trying to think if there's anything else that we missed from that episode that was important to talk about.
Didn't you think it was weird how every time the team goes out with their little detectors, they're all going crazy, detecting all this radiation around?
Well, they didn't this time.
I know.
They didn't detect any radiation this time.
And they even pulled off the lid to that hole again where he previously got those burns.
No radiation there
and
either.
There was nothing detected.
Correct, and that, I'm just trying to think logically. So if you go to one area and there's radiation, and then you go back there a week later and there's none, that makes me think that there has to be something producing radiation
that's turning off and on.
That's turning off and on.
But
so
who's turning radiation off and on? Who's turning whatever it is off and on? What?
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I just think until they get the balls to get a giant bulldozer and just dig all the way down, we're going to be sitting here. I don't know. Well,
but that's pretty much the whole show, though. Is they dig and what it reveals. So if they finally do that, what is left? So they're building it up. When are they gonna dig? When are they gonna dig?
It drives me nuts.
And that's all there is to the show at this point.
Yeah, and that Haley says something. They always say the best stuff when the world is looking at something else. It's very interesting. It's true.
Yeah.
There's a lot of big announcements have happened when other things have been there to distract. And I am I guess would be considered a conspiracy guy, but I don't know why. It's very strange when they release certain things and then it's totally not reacted by on the public. It's totally, there's other stuff going on and they just...
Well, we kind of thought maybe they told us now during this, quarantine, on purpose.
You can't panic together. If there's, I don't know if there's going to be a panic, especially with this. They're not even saying it's alien, but... Abo question, or it moves, something that produces radiation that moves. I have no idea what I'm talking about. We don't know either. That's why it's interesting. I mean, but there is literally, proof that he got radiation burns. They're their, radiation detectors were picking up things. He did get a blast of radiation that was supposed to be like, what, 20 X-rays at once?
Something like that.
Something like that?
10 or 20, yeah.
Redfish Bluefish says, unmanned tech, autonomous drones sent to gather data. If I had to make a guess, someone put a gun in my head, Redfish Bluefish, that is what is what I would guess. I do think it's very natural for if there are other life outside of this planet, that the way they would explore is they have a drone that goes somewhere, that drone builds 2 more drones, they explore somewhere else, those 2 drones build 2 more drones, and you know what I mean? So they constantly replicate, and they are constantly out there sampling things and sampling wildlife, soil, water, from all different planets and bodies in space, so that would be my guess. I mean, the most logical thing would be to send a machine through space so you don't die from the radiation.
Yeah.
There's radiation. That's one of the reasons we can't just travel humans in space for long periods of time, is because we get killed by the radiation.
Sure.
But that would be my best guess there, Redfish Bluefish. Yes, Larry D, nuclear waste, maybe. I agree on that. I do think it's a possibility, but why would, in the same area, why would you get readings and radiation burns for radiation, and then you come back and it's not reading any radiation? If it was a nuclear dump, a nuclear waste dump, you would constantly be able to measure that radiation. But I don't know. Slick Pet says, then those drones become self-aware and name themselves Skynet. From Terminator. Yeah, that is a thing. You never know. You never know. Sean says, I'm also curious why Bigelow isn't sharing anything. Bigelow is the rich guy that used to own the ranch before the current owner. Okay. He's the guy that owns an aerospace company. He's a billionaire, and he's super rich. And he does have information about the ranch that he has collected with his research that he has not released.
Oh, he won't release it?
No, he will not release it. I don't know why.
Has he said, has he confirmed that there's been a lot of strange things?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
But he just won't talk about it?
Yeah, he keeps a lot of it private. And, it's a private industry. It's not the government. You can't, Freedom of Information Act, the Bigelow company, you can't, Bigelow Aerospace, I think it is, you can't Freedom of Information them because they're private. You can only do Freedom of Information Act to the government. So that's why, like Lockheed Martin and like Northrop Grumman and Raytheon, the ones that make our really high level technology and aircraft, we can't Freedom of Information like their stuff because they're a private company. They're like, no,
you can't force them.
No, it's our proprietary information, so they won't do it.
I see.
So Eyeball says, okay, is this a show or like a reality TV thing? I think it's a little bit of both. It's frustrating, Haley, because I think like I keep saying, there are nuggets of truth that I think you can pull from this, and you can maybe make your own conclusions. But it is definitely to get ratings too. So
I feel like they're reenacting the stories that they've heard or things they've seen before. They're trying to reenact, like make it happen, but it's set up to reenact maybe real things that have occurred in the past. To reenact it for the show.
Well, they're trying to stir up, stir up the hornet's nest to make some of that stuff happen again, to get it on camera.
But they're setting things up to try.
But if you can't even keep a camera running, get off the ranch. Get out of the ranch. If you can't keep your cameras running, come on, man.
I know, you think they need a whole new crew.
Or freaking double up on the cameras. If you have a camera looking this way, put another one right next to it. Yeah. That's not connected to the same
Or how about
thing.
your cameras on the cows idea? They could have put cameras on the alpacas.
I keep saying, why don't you put body cams or neck cams on these animals? Why? They're not that expensive.
Why?
Like, Jesus, why are we not doing what we need to do to get to the bottom of this?
They need you.
Picturing like Tiger King. It's not quite like Tiger King oddball, but it is. There's some characters in the show that are definitely questionable. But oh boy, I guess that's my rant for Skinwalker Ranch. I guess fish wise also, we still have not gotten our polar blue cichlids. I guess they are not coming. I have sent another email back to the Get Gills seller that was selling me blue polar cichlids and still haven't heard anything back, and it's been over 3 weeks since I've heard anything back. I ordered those the same night that we won the dragon puffer.
I know.
So
it's crazy.
I
was
guess
all excited.
So I don't know.
I like that. Why he like
Oh my god, he's so mad. I am mad.
Oh, she said under that.
Gosh, launch your own investigation, bro. Find the answers, never rest. I will. You know what? Maybe I will.
They need
Maybe
you there.
I will. Like God, dog. But yeah.
That's really disappointing.
I know, we're really disappointed that we're not getting these polar blue cichlids, I guess. I sent an email to him. I said if you can't, ship them by Monday, I guess, then I guess I'll just try to...
This upcoming Monday?
Yeah. I was like, I guess,
please
cancel my order or refund my money or something, but I don't know what else to do.
You're just going to have to tell the bank to,
Yeah, if I can't get a hold of them, I guess what do you do if you order...
already, right?
I think so. So if
it
you order...
almost feels like a scam, honestly.
No, I don't think it is. I think there's just something going on.
They took your money weeks ago, and now, they haven't responded to, 5 emails now.
Yeah. Yeah, so I don't know what to do. I guess I'll just...
Sketchy.
I don't know if anyone else in the fish community has had that happen where you order fish online and they just never show, and the person that's selling them just doesn't contact you anymore.
Even if he couldn't ship them when he wanted to, he should remain in communication.
Yeah, they should. They should.
Not respond for 5 emails.
Correct. That's correct. So
that's crazy.
So I guess we're not getting polar blues. So I guess we're gonna have to find a new plan, some new fish for that tank behind my head.
Find them somewhere else.
We probably could try. I just haven't seen anything. I haven't seen anyone else selling any polar blues, but
yeah, if anyone knows of where we might be able to find polar blues, I appreciate it.
Yeah, I don't know. They were adorable. I don't know what else to do. I don't know if anyone else has had that experience where you order fish and the people just don't contact you back. I mean, they did contact me originally, and I said, hey, can you let me know if some tracking info once it's shipped? They're like, sure, I can give you the tracking info, and then they didn't say anything back for a while. So I said, hey, what's going on? They were like, I've been working double shifts, and I should have, your stuff shipped out either Monday or Tuesday. And that was 3 weeks ago. And I've been emailing since then and getting no response. So I don't know. I don't know where to go from there. I guess just to dispute the charge on my credit card. So yeah, it was a Get Gills purchase, redfish, bluefish. Yes, it was. I don't want to throw the person under the bus and say who it was or the seller on there. I don't want to do that. I can tell you it was definitely not Dan's Fish. Dan's Fish is the best fish seller online that there is. He is the absolute best.
You even asked him
I did actually contact Dan's Fish about this issue, and he gave me some good advice, and he is going to help me if it gets to the point where I still can't get a hold of anything or maybe get my money back. Yeah, he's going to try to help me and try to expedite the process, but I don't want to involve him too much because it's not he's not the seller, and he's also not the one who controls everybody in Get Gills. It's he's not. So I don't want to take up his time too. He's got enough to work on by himself, but he's so generous and nice to even email me back and be so helpful about it. I really love Dan's Fish so much.
Yeah, he's awesome.
Oh, he's just the best fish seller out there, I think. He's the best. My boy Dan's Fish.
We appreciate you.
Pam says, did you check the wet spot? The wet spot, I believe, is on the West Coast. I have not checked there for polar blues yet. Haley says, okay, you cool cats and kittens, I gotta run, but I love y'all. Live your best life. Paige, never change. You're perfect. Laters. Yes, she is.
I love you, Haley. You're perfect, Haley.
She is perfect.
Everyone should be like Haley.
I hope there's a time soon when we can all get together for some kind of an event again, Haley, and we can all maybe a fish tour or a fish, a local fish store tour once everything opens back up again. Maybe in a couple months or so. I don't know.
It'd be fun.
So I'm not sure. Sean says 2 of the reviews on that seller said similar things. Oh, wow. Man, really? Wow. Maybe I didn't see that. That's another thing Dan's Fish did say.
Did you look at that at all before purchasing?
I don't know. I can't remember, to be honest.
I know you usually.
I might have been blinded by. I just
know
wanted
the cuteness.
them. Yeah, I might have been blinded. And Small Fry says, I really think we do need to out these sellers. There is a bad customer and a different bad seller list on Facebook. I don't know.
Yeah, we're not trying to.
I know what you mean. I
throw anyone under.
Yeah, I don't.
It isn't cool though, and I don't want other people to have the same experience.
Yeah, I have no need to throw negativity out on the YouTube. You know what I mean? I have no need for that. Like, if people don't like me or something like that, that's fine. Like, but I have no need to throw shade at anybody. I don't. Even if I think they're a bad seller, as long as I can get my money back, I'll be okay. And you just learn from that and move on. But
yeah, exactly.
Whoa!
We're not ones to gossip.
Oddball says, if stuff doesn't open up soon, I'm renting an RV and picking up all my people. Fish Fam Does America road trip. Let's do it. Let's go.
So
go to all
soon before we
the local
go back to work.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, I've heard a lot of people saying about the Wet Spot place. That is they have a great reputation. I'm just a little hesitant just because they're literally on the other side of this country. Like, they're all the way over. They're all the way over there, so I'm not sure.
Aww.
Oddball says, okay, really leaving now. Take care, Haley. Thank you for joining by.
Thank you so
I know
much.
you're a busy person. You got a lot of stuff going on, so we do appreciate you dropping in.
We're honored to have you in the chat.
Always. And look at that smile. When you come in, you make her smile so much. Fishy Fun, you are so kind. Alien World Aquatics and Paige, congratulations on moving in together on Paige's birthday. Thank you very much.
So much.
It has been an awesome week, man. We have totally redesigned a room and painted. We're going to paint a bathroom soon. We were out doing yard work together the other day, which was fun. And it's just so awesome to share this house with you and just kind of make it our own. And but we got so many cool pictures that Paige brought. I mean, my house is literally an aquatics place now. There's seahorses and beach pictures and all sorts of crazy stuff on the walls now that are everywhere.
But it really, I don't know, meshed well together. I mean, you have so many fish tanks and stuff.
Yeah.
And then I brought all the kind of fish decorations, so it's like a good mix of things.
Interesting. Small Fry says, I know, however, I believe there's a level of responsibility to your fellow keepers. I have to live up to a standard. Others should too. You should let them side. Huh? What? Yeah, I mean, I'm definitely, one of the things Dan's Fish did say to do, he goes, definitely one of the things you should do is leave a review, and so other people can see what's happening. And I didn't realize that Pam said that, or I think Pam said that they've seen, maybe it was Sean.
2 different reviews that were
Maybe it was Sean, that they've seen reviews that were not that good about that similar thing.
I want to go see that.
But I'm also trying to be also understanding of what's going on right now.
Time.
And if they are actually working double shifts, I don't know if this person's a nurse and they're working double shifts and they maybe got the virus. I don't know. I don't know what's going on. So I'm not going to sit here and throw shade and be like, you're a bad person because I didn't get my fish. You know what I mean? So, I mean, I don't mind putting a review and being honest and saying, hey, I ordered these fish. They never came and I never heard back. We're not
sure what happened.
And so I don't know what to say, but I really wanted the fish. I don't know. All right, we were at 5 o'clock, 5:01.
Oh, you were going to talk about, I was supposed to remember. What was it?
Oh, Space Force.
Space Force.
That's a little, I think that's a topic for another time.
Oh, okay.
That'll be a little bit longer than a few minutes.
Okay.
But I do like that we have a Space Force. If Larry D is still watching, I think he still is here. Yeah. But I think it's cool that we have a Space Force, but my opinion is we already had a Space Force. We've had a secret space program forever. We've had a secret space program with technology for a long time. Like, I always put it to people this way when they think it's so out of the realm of a secret Space Force is so crazy. Every aspect of the military, the Navy, the Air Force, the Army, the Marines, they all have technology that is classified, that is secret. We all agree on that, right? Like, there's secret technology we don't want to release.
Yeah.
Why would you think that our space program is any different?
Right.
Why would our space program
Reveal
not have secret technology too? Of course they would.
There's secrets everywhere.
There's secrets everywhere. Of course they would. Why would they just give up their best technology in space? So,
Yeah.
you know, I'm not sure. What's going on, World Aquatics? We are just wrapping it up. And, moon base, duh. Yes, like that. Maybe there is a moon base. Maybe there's a Mars base. I don't know. I don't know. Oh, you know we didn't talk about either? We listened to the whole thing about the Black Pyramid in Alaska.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, the
Next
Alaskan
time.
Pyramid. We did watch Linda Moulton Howe's most recent YouTube video about that. And it was very, very informative. A lot of it I've gone over before, but I think it was good for you to hear some of that stuff. And maybe for the next Saturday, we will go over Space Force and man, my brain isn't working.
And then the pyramid.
Yeah, the Alaskan Pyramid and Space Force for next week. But I guess since everyone was asking for it, I will finish it up with some guitar.
Yay!
Big J dropping in. I'm not sure if Big J is going right now or who goes after me or if anyone's going after me, but I'm going to play a quick song and we're going to get out of here. But I'm not sure if this audio is even good for guitar.
Get in here. Get in there.
But I don't know. I know usually the audio for this camera and this webcam microphone is not the greatest, and sometimes it makes it seem like I have effects.
Is it the headset that makes it sound better?
Yeah, I think the headset is a little better, but also if I'm a little bit farther away.
Look, Rose said
I studied space law a little bit. Interesting.
Cool, bro.
Interesting. Big J, not today. Okay, Big J. Hope you're okay, man. All right, let's wrap this up. Glad everything's good, Big J. Small Fry says Fender AJ. Nice. This is a big booty Fender right here.
Big booty.
This is a big booty. This guitar barely fits in a guitar case. It is such a big booty. But I like the big booty guitar because it has such a nice full sound to it. I like this one. Let's see.
Another one, yay!
Oh wow, that got out of tune quick. Alright, I'm just gonna play it out of tune, I don't care. theme song, also known as Get Yo Penguin. Boom.
Woo! Wonderful.
Wonderful. Wunderbar. It is wunderbar.
Again?
I guess we will. Wait, how do I play that song again? Oh yeah. So, for those of you that are new, I do have a random goal for this YouTube channel. I need the song I'm about to play. I want this song to be on a commercial for selling Fig Newtons. Okay?
Get your Fig Newton.
This is called Get Your Fig Newton. Let's see if I can remember how to play it.